with an NFC matchup out west, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. He will return this from deep in the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He's to the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 47 yards. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Moody good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Seahawks, nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. From the gun, here's Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
A shotgun snap for Smith. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Moody good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Niners 14. Seahawks nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams trying to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And going right back to Walker. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Throwing is Smith. Loose inside the 30. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 61 yards. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. There he goes left side, fighting his way through contact, and all the way down to the 26. 114 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
First down, San Francisco.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle, 26 yards. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Geno. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point try now for Moody. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Niners 28, Seahawks 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now Smith and the Seahawks going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's Smith.
At the 30-yard line.
It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Out of the gun, Smith. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Geno. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 141 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
First down.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And 10 yards to go.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Geno now to throw. Short throw to Disley. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but well, that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters. But in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
168 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in midseason form here in the opener. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen?
Here's a diving catch right side. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the 49ers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence?
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. To about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Purdy from the gun. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
First down, San Francisco.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Purdy. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And the 49ers are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. McCaffrey. Diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Moody good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half.
49, Seahawks 7. Mitch Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
At the 21-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Third and 5.
They'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He'll keep it himself. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is taken at the 23. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And that will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, 194 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, Purdy. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he won't get any further as he's taken down right there at the 24.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there, because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the 49ers are pouring it on. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bulling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he fins him, but in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Purdy. Touchdown! George Kittle from 17 yards out. And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Seahawks 7. Mitch Wisnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And running with power here. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2. Now back to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Now quickly here to Smith and Jigba. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the 1st round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people are going to clamor for you to be the starter right away.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front seven, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
This is fielded at the 27. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's got this down to the 35.
Again, 11 on the play. First down, 49ers.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mitchell diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Touchdown, San Francisco.
Extra point try now for Moody.
For the extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
70. Seahawks 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for San Francisco, it's a fantastic start as they